Plus, the Surrey sinkhole that's still affecting businesses and their trade, with ongoing repairs 6 months on. And now, you may remember we reported on this huge sinkhole that opened up on a road in Surrey 6 months ago. For people living and working in Godstone, they could hardly miss it on their high street. Well, businesses say they're fed up of people thinking their village is closed due to ongoing repairs to the huge hole and are continuing to see a downturn in trade. Peter Whittlesey has the story.
6 months ago, this massive sinkhole appeared in Godstone High Street. Buildings were evacuated and residents were taken to safety. Progress has been made. The pavement has been rebuilt and was opened this week, linking the two ends of the village. But the road isn't due to open until December.
Looking at it now, a lot of the infrastructure is back in place. I can't see any reason why it shouldn't happen. They've relayed all the curbstones, they've relayed most of the mains, they've done the surveys, they've mapped where the tunnels are, the mines. So I think they should be on target.
Surrey County Council won't give a precise date when the road will reopen, but said it was on track for December, adding work to reconstruct the road. Surveys and other investigations were continuing. The sinkhole was caused when a tunnel dug for the historical mining of silver sand collapsed, but traders in Godstone say the road closure has had a huge impact.
For the last 6 months since it happened, it's become a village of two halves, really. So the access from either end is stopped completely. The footfall is down 60% at least, which is huge. I mean, even a 10% footfall drop is massive, but 60% is really affecting us financially.
The closure of the high street means traffic is still subject to a 3-mile diversion to get from one end to the other. Although business rates have been suspended, traders are still calling for additional financial support because revenues are unlikely to bounce back until the road reopens, and that is still several months away.
Next tonight, small business owners in a village where a huge sinkhole opened up 6 months ago say they're fed up and frustrated at the slow speed of repairs. The landlord of the local pub in Godstone in Surrey says footfall has dropped 40% since the hole appeared on the high street. It's not expected to be fixed until Christmas. Half a year on from its grand opening, Rags Martel has been speaking to residents about the hole from hell.
What's it like living in Godstone 6 months on after the sinkhole?
I just feel we've been completely forgotten and abandoned. There's no sense of urgency and there's absolutely no appreciation of the devastating effect it's had on all the businesses.
It's been 6 months since this Surrey village high street was broken in two with a hole in its centre. Now almost filled, but far from fixed.
6 months on.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's just not even funny anymore.
Mark Cullinan has run the Hare and Hounds pub for 21 years.
In terms of business, how damaging has it been?
It's ridiculous. We're down 40% on where we were last year. You know, and it's just not even funny anymore. Sometimes not worth opening.
Star Barbers is just a few metres away from the sinkhole, and owner Dana Hussain has had to sell possessions to keep open as business is down 50%.
How can you survive with that?
I losing all my savings, everything. I sold my car just for that.
Well, in the last 6 months, you sold your car just to keep your business open.
That's it, yeah.
The sinkhole first appeared in February, initially starting with a burst water pipe. By the next day, it kept growing.
Oh my!
With chunks of road disappearing inside it. A couple of days later, two huge craters had formed in a village historically known for its underground caves and mines. Despite being almost filled with concrete today, the council says the road won't be ready until December at the earliest.
How crucial is it for Godstone to get the road back open?
It's a massive lifeline for all of the businesses in Godstone. Me and everyone else on the high street are just struggling for footfall. It's down massively compared to what it should be this time of the year.
But there has been some progress. In the last few days, they reopened the footpath so you can walk from one end of Godstone to the other. But unbelievably, on the day the footpath reopened, that developed a hole of its own, and they had to close this section of the footpath.
And some residents are concerned more holes could appear.
Well, if I had young children, I certainly wouldn't risk it.
Surrey County Council, who are responsible for fixing the road, told us that this continues to be a highly complex incident and that they hope to have the road fixed in December, but don't have an exact date yet. And right next to the sinkhole, a supermarket that still hasn't reopened 6 months on. A reminder that the road to recovery here will be a long one. Rags Martel, ITV News, Godstone.